Andrew Wiggins is having a sort of bounce back season with the Golden State Warriors, and honestly, this shouldn't be a surprise to see him playing rejuvenated, motivated basketball. He's overall playing with a better team that suits who he is as a player, and he is growing as a two-way player. People judged Wiggins off of what he should be instead of what he is now, and once you start to realize and embrace what he is, take away that he was a number one pick, take away what he should be, and you look at his game and what his game entails, then you see what his actual role and value to a team is. This stems a lot from people really want to go around and throw that bust label, and once you are labeled a bust by the community, you are basically a lost cause in the NBA, which is so far from the truth. It is the craziest thing I've ever seen, whether it's here on YouTube, NBA Twitter, NBA Instagram, or NBA Facebook. And you see it with LaMelo Ball and his come up to the NBA. You're now seeing it with Lonzo Ball, Markelle Fultz. I can go on and on. Even Trae Young, first couple of months he played poorly in the NBA and he was lit up. The bust labels were coming at him, but he immediately turned it around and has been playing great basketball his entire career so far in the NBA. Wiggins isn't a first option, borderline second option. He's a great third option. And yes, he deserves criticism for being a first pick for the Wolves in the 2014 NBA draft and not really playing consistent, motivated basketball or improving his game to the point where he can be the man. His playmaking and consistent scoring effort held him back a lot from being the first option on the Wolves. He wasn't a guy to carry a team at all. That's not who he is. But there is also a big difference in culture, and culture means so much in the NBA. And there is a huge difference between playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Golden State Warriors. One team has built from the ground up a championship contending team during the 2010s. The other team has struggled to be relevant since 2004. And their best season since 2004 was an 8th seed in 2018. So how motivated a player like Wiggins is going to be for a team that is constantly bottom in the West, has no system that breeds winning, and has an organization who has done nothing but lose. A lot of Andrew Wiggins' success so far with the Warriors is due to the game just coming naturally to him. He doesn't have to force offense being a main option, but allow the offense to develop on the fly and in his favor. This is why I say he's a third option. He isn't the man, and once you accept that, we can go on about him. This also allows him to conserve his energy and focus more on defense, which he has been playing elite at. There was a video I made a few months back basically saying Wiggins is going to be on a winning team, and that right off the bat changes everything. He's going to have a Draymond Green on him to be that veteran defensive leader. He has a coach who knows how to utilize and get his players playing to the best of their abilities, and he has the tools to be a great defender. He just wasn't given that consistent effort. He's going to have the gravity of Steph Curry to get him good looks for three and take off the pressure of him being a main option, which he is not suited at. I'll say that time and time again. Wiggins is not a main option, and that's okay. He's a third option. He's not a lost cause. And Wiggins can take the ball, create for himself, work off ball as well, and get his own shots and play make a bit. Everything was in place for Wiggins to succeed on the Warriors. He has the talent. The main thing as a third, sort of second option for the Warriors is that you have to shoot the ball efficiently, especially from three, and he has to be better as a defender. Those were his only question marks going into the season, and he has answered. He doesn't need to be a high-level playmaker. Steph and Draymond will take care of that. Just be a consistent three-point shooter, score, and give more on defense. Defense will make or break Wiggins on this team. The Warriors need spacing and they need defensive production. They require that the most out of all their players, all of them as much as possible. Andrew Wiggins so far into the season is averaging 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.2 assists on 47% from the field, 41% from three, and 67% from the free throw line. Wiggins is averaging a career high field goal percentage and 3-point percentage. Did dip down with the free throw. he needs to up that up, but his shooting for the most part has been efficient for this team. According to Cleaning the Glass, 34% of his shots comes at the rim, where he shoots it at 57%. He has shown some drop off in production there, but I do expect he should go up to above 60% shooting at the rim. For majority of his career, he has mostly shot it above 62%, so there's a reason to believe that he should up that percentage. Wiggins has always possessed the ability to be a really good finisher at the rim. 35% of Wiggins' shots comes in the mid-range, and he is shooting a career high 47%, ranking in the 78th percentile among forwards. Most of his damage comes from the short mid-range in the paint area, where he shoots it at 54%. 31% of Wiggins' shots comes from 3, and he shoots it at 41% from there, which has been a plus. Wiggins' threes are mostly catch and shoot, and he is shooting it at 37%, above the league average, and he has been solid from there. On pull-up threes, he shoots it at 50%, but very small sample size, attempted around 1.4 a game, so this probably won't be sustainable, and I expect to see that percentage drop off as the season continues. Wiggins attempts around 5.1 threes a game, and he has a fairly good balance on attacking the rim, shooting his traditional mid-range shots where he has been efficient, and three-point shots. In terms of play types, in isolation, 11% of his offense is isolation, but he is shooting 57% in those situations and ranks in the 92nd percentile. 21% of his offense is as a pick and roll ball handler. Does struggle here. I think he needs more touches and opportunities being a pick and roll ball handler. He does shoot it at 41% in those situations and ranks in the 48th percentile. 21% of his offense is spot ups, and he shoots it at 35%, ranking in the 40th percentile. 6% of his offense is as a cutter, and he shoots it at 78%, ranking in the 87th percentile. And then 4% of his offense is as a post player, and he shoots it at 57%, ranking in the 78th percentile. Wiggins has always been capable of working in the post, getting to his mid-range fadeaway jumper, and he's mostly been a good player in the post. Probably not getting a whole bunch of time as a post-up player, but he's still capable of doing it. Wiggins' offense for the most part has been very solid. It's what I've expected. His defense has been elite. He's averaging 1.5 blocks, which is a career high for him, but blocks don't tell the story. His athleticism and foot speed allows him to quickly recover when beat on defense, and he can recover and block shots. His on-ball defense in his career has generally actually been good when he's engaged. His off-ball defense did kill him as a player in his career, but now he is picking that up and is an elite on-ball defender. He's given consistent effort out there, fighting through screens, fighting to keep up with players, recovering on defense to contest a shot, going out of his way to contest the shot. And he was showing glimpses of this last season with the Warriors of his defensive skill set. He can switch on guards and forwards and defend them at a high level. We will watch some clips here of Wiggins on defense, and it's really some great stuff here. Here on this play, Wiggins sinks into the paint. Now Patrick Beverley gets the ball to a Kawhi Leonard above the break. Wiggins has to sprint back to Leonard. A non-disciplined defender here would probably jump to contest a shot, expecting that Leonard is going to shoot it. But no, Wiggins stays on his feet and beats Leonard to a spot he is trying to drive it into. He cuts Leonard off by getting in front of him, and now Leonard has to go back out and reset. He gets the ball back, and this is just straight up one-on-one ISO, and Wiggins does a good job contesting Leonard's shot into a miss. And here's a good job of Wiggins protecting the rim, reacts to the inside pass really well, and immediately comes over to help contest this shot. The offensive player here could have read this, saw that Wiggins is moving, and passed it to the left corner, but he commits to driving it inside and challenging Wiggins. And Wiggins has the athletic ability to where he can go up and be a rim protector, and here he does that, negating this shot. Here's more of Wiggins' athleticism. Derrick Rose is still one of the craftiest, speedy guards, and he gets by Wiggins going to the rim. Wiggins is still engaged here, even though he is behind Rose and it seems like he is getting beat. Wiggins is still an athletic leaper, and here he bounces back, utilizes that athleticism and those long arms to pin this shot. And here, okay, this was the Brooklyn beatdown. The Nets destroying the Warriors on opening day. Wiggins is still showing effort and activity on the defensive end. Here he pokes the ball loose on KD. Okay, doesn't lead to an immediate steal, but Irvin gets the ball. Wiggins still stays with the play and is able to pin this shot. That's the effort you want out of him, and that's the effort the Warriors are getting from him. Then this play is just great defensive activity. He's basically daring Siakam to shoot the ball. His feet is active, and once Siakam drives it in on him going right, Wiggins is right there beating him to a spot, forces Siakam to retreat, try again, and Wiggins absorbs this bump, stays on his feet, and is heavily contesting this shot, forcing Siakam to a bad pass, and that is just great activity on the defensive end. And on this play, and I remember on this play, Twitter clowns Siakam for missing this game-winning shot, but this was great defense by Wiggins as he mirrors Siakam's moves. He stays on his feet, moving well on his feet, then a strong contest. And if you're still not convinced about Andrew's defense, okay, how about here? Wiggins guarding CJ McCollum, who was playing great basketball when he was healthy. Wiggins picks him up from the backcourt, keeping up, hounding CJ, then fighting over a screen to keep up with CJ. This is hounding, annoying defense, hounding CJ McCollum, and CJ goes into another screen. Wiggins does trail and get over the screen. CJ goes into a shot, but Wiggins recovers and blocks his shot. This is good energy and effort on the defensive end, staying engaged, annoying the offensive player, and not giving up when beat. And Wiggins is doing this on a night-to-night basis, and it wouldn't surprise me if he gets that nod into an All-NBA defensive team keeping this up. He has been breaking out defensively for this team. The one thing Wiggins has to prove now is consistency. How long can he keep up his two-way production for the Warriors? Other than that, he has been doing a great job for his role on this team. As stated earlier, does need to do a better job finishing at the rim, but he has historically been a great finisher, so we should see that bump up. That will wrap it up for this video. If you did like the video, please do like the video and comment your thoughts about Andrew Wiggins down in the comment section below. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. I make more content like this, player analysis and team analysis videos. With all that being said, guys, thank you for watching this video.